Welcome to this episode of Ink It Up with Jessica TV. I'm Jessica Taylor, and in this episode, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little panda card that says, "I just love you," which is perfect for Valentine's Day or anytime you want to tell someone that you love them. The first thing we're going to do is cut our paper, and so you'll need just a few pieces. This card base is Calypso Coral, half a sheet of 8.5 by 11, so you're going to cut it to 5.5 by 8.5 inches. You'll need a background piece. I have one that's already pre-printed hearts. This is 3 inches by 4 inches, and this is a great size that I use all the time because you can get 12 of these out of one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. Next, I have a piece of basic black that is 3.25 by 4.25, and finally a little white strip that is 1/2 inch wide by 4 inches long. So let's go ahead and start putting this card together. Once I have my card base cut, I like to use the scoring blade on my paper trimmer to score it at 4.25 inches. If you don't like to measure, you can just fold this piece in half, and that will make your card base. Next, I'm going to fold my card base in half, and I like to give it a good crease with my bone folder. That just helps the card to stay shut. If you're not scoring your cardstock first, the bone folder helps you when you fold it in half to fold it and get a good crease. So there is my card base. Next, we're going to start taping some things together. First, I'm going to take my pattern paper and add just a little bit of fast fuse. I'm probably adding more than I need, but I like to have it all the way around the edges so that it really stays stuck. And I'm just gonna put that right in the center of my basic black piece. I think a key to getting your layers on straight is good lighting. If you have shadows, then sometimes it's harder to get your layers on straight. So make sure that you have really good lighting when you're taping your cards together. Then this piece I'm gonna put on top of my card base. Just kind of centered in the middle, like so. And the base of our card is ready. The next thing I'm going to do is stamp "I Just Love You." We're going to do that in a Calypso Coral ink that matches our cardstock and our pattern paper. And I'm going to take my little white strip. This is a clear mount stamp, so I have it mounted onto a clear block. I can't see through where I'm stamping, and I want it to be straight on this piece, so I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Majig that has 2 different pieces. It has this black kind of T-bar and this clear plastic sheet. Normally you can just wipe your ink right off this sheet, but if you use a permanent ink like the basic black archival ink from Stampin' Up, it will stain your sheet. So just be careful of that. But what you want to do is put your clear sheet down, put it right in the corner of your black T-bar, and then you're gonna ink up your stamp. Make sure I have it the right way. Put your stamp in the corner and stamp it on your plastic sheet. Now I can put my little strip down, and I'm using the silicone mat from Stampin' Up. I like to put this underneath when I'm adding my adhesive, but also when I'm using the Stamp-A-Majig on small pieces of cardstock, it helps them stay in place without using adhesive. So I'm just going to position this towards the right end of this paper strip. I'm going to put my black T-bar right over top, move this out of the way, ink up my stamp again, and then I'm gonna stamp with my stamp right in the corner of that T again. And look, it's right where I want it. So now I'll go ahead and just tape this to the front of my card. Just gonna use a few little strips of the fast fuse. And then I'll put this down more towards the bottom. Just make sure it's straight across. And finally, I'm gonna stamp my cute little panda. So to do that, I just have some white paper, my panda stamp, and the basic black archival ink. So to get a really good image with this, because it has some solid parts, you want to just really ink up your stamp well. So take a look, make sure it's got ink all over, and then when you stamp it on your cardstock, hold it down for a little bit. Press evenly, don't move it at all, but just hold it down a few extra seconds, and that's going to give time for the ink to just soak into your paper. And look at how nice that image is. So let's move those to the side. Normally I would clean my stamps right now. I like to keep my stamps tidy. But what I'm going to do is take the starburst punch, and if you turn it upside down, you're going to be able to see where you're punching. And I'll just center it right around that cute little panda and punch him right out. The final steps are to color in the cute little heart on the envelope that the panda's holding. I'm just going to use the brush tip of my marker to color that in. Super cute. And then we'll flip that over and add just a few Stampin' Dimensionals to the back. This just gives our panda a little bit of pop and adds a little more interest to our card. And we'll peel the backing of those off and then position the panda to the left side of our card. So how cute is that? I love it. If you like this video, hit the like button below and share it with your friends. And be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.